Hi, my name is Tyler Fitch. I'm a second-year graduate student at the University of Michigan School for Environment and Sustainability.
So a lot of people say, what is the School for Environment and Sustainability? What do you guys do? What are you studying?
Sure, yeah. So I think the environment plays into a lot of human activities. Our energy generates carbon. Our materials have life cycles. They go into landfills, things like that. Water, energy, food, pretty much all parts of our lives impact the environment, and we're here to understand that and make a more sustainable society.
So we were just at a climate change summit with experts from all across the U.S. And just tell a little bit about some things that struck you about this.
Sure, yeah. So I think that there's a tension in the climate change debate right now between ambition and pragmatism. So some people on stage were advocating for 100% renewable energy, and others were saying, I'm not sure if that's realistic. And I think that there's a tendency to want to be ambitious and transformative and say 100% renewable energy is possible. And there are others that say, what's pragmatic, what can we do in the short term? And I think that marrying those two approaches, the transformative and the incremental, are how we make progress.
You are with a student group and you are about to head off on an exciting mission. So first talk about the group, and you were with a man named Pierre. Can you tell about him and what your group is about?
Sure, yeah. I'm a part of Climate Blue, which is the University of Michigan's delegation to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change's Conference of Parties. So you might have heard about the Paris Agreement in 2015. That happened at the COP. So we're going to the 23rd Conference of Parties, which will be in Bonn, Germany. We're heading out in a couple weeks. So what we do as delegates is we represent the interests of Michigan, and we bring back the science, the stories, and the policies from the international stage back to Southeast Michigan, back to the Great Lakes.
So you are going there for how long, and exactly what will you be doing there?
Yeah, sure. So the whole thing lasts 2 weeks. I'll be going for 1 week, and I'll be an observer organization, so a research institute, non-government organization, or RINGO. So what we're there to do is to make sure that the states are acting in the interest of the Earth, and that things are transparent, and that people can understand what's going on. Because I think you will agree with me that building social consensus and understanding is really important to fighting climate change.
Can you help me understand? You're saying University of Michigan
Yes.
is part of the Paris climate change. As a university, they are on board. Is that correct?
So they are not a nation, so they cannot formally.
That's what I thought. That's why I didn't understand
Sure.
the University of Michigan, what they're saying.
So after the United States federal government announced that their intention to withdraw, a number of organizations came together to show solidarity and support for the agreement. And they created this pledge called the We Are Still In Pledge. And the University of Michigan just signed that this morning.
So just saying they want to support that.
So the
Exactly.
University of Michigan signed it to support the actions of the Paris of the COP and the Paris Agreement. Right.
What more can University of Michigan do to help what's going on with climate change and some of the real threats that we heard about today? And some of the real threats we heard about today were frightening. Flooding, people already dying from climate change.
Right.
And yet many universities, yourself, University of Michigan is progressive. Some universities aren't involved at all in this. And what can you do as a student group, and what can University of Michigan do to sort of help across the nation in that?
Sure. I think the first thing we do is research. We research on climate mitigation, that is reducing the impacts, and adaptation. What will society look like when climate change is really hitting us? It's already started, but it's going to get worse. So we're going to continue to do research, and as an institution, we can make commitments like saying we're still in, and we can ensure that our electricity supply is as carbon-free as possible. And we can work with other universities to do that in partnership. And that's something that I want to do as a student group, is connect with other universities.
I know you're researching many things, but I write for GreatLakesNow.org. I'm
Sure.
concerned about the Great Lakes. Any specific impacts you guys talk about and are thinking about as far as the Great Lakes and the impact of climate change on the Great Lakes?
Yeah, I think one thing we're really concerned about is the ecology of the Great Lakes. So all the organisms that make up how the Great Lakes work, the fish, the algae, etc. And we know that warming waters increases algal blooms, and warming waters is part of climate change. And we've already seen harmful algal blooms, all throughout the Great Lakes, like Erie, Lake Michigan, all over the place. So that's a problem that people are looking into, and if we're going to fight it, we need to understand it, and that's what we do here.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been great.